Hey guys, how you doing? Ray here again. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, it's Nitro Kyosho. Well, with the age of kits kind of falling to the wayside and a lot of ready-to-run vehicles coming out nowadays, whether it be helicopters, buggies, whatever have you, I get a lot of questions about different things, and this is one key thing that I've been asked quite a few times. Now, I usually will overhaul mine, here and there, my buggies, and when I do, it's with not having a cameraman, it's kind of difficult to be filming it and doing it at the same time, and you'd have to put out an endless amount of videos when you're doing something. And I found that I didn't have a lot of success when I'd put out part 1, part 2s. People'd say, well, Ray, I can't find them on your channel, so I really don't put videos out of building helicopters and building RC cars, because it would just take too long and it would be too many videos. So I try to help people in any way that I can when they ask me a question, and this is one of them, so let's get to it. This is a low-C manual, and I'm going to show you pictures and show you how a differential case goes together. And like I said, a lot of people will send me responses, emails, whatever have you, and they'll say, Ray, I have a ready to run, and now I have to overhaul it, and I don't have a book that shows me how to do it, and it's a big mystery to me how everything works. So I'm going to show you here a differential case. There's one in the front of your buggy, one in the back of your buggy, and then you have a center differential, which is basically put together the same way. So let's get started. First of all, you have your differential, the housing, okay, and then basically how it goes together. You're going to have a bearing on the outside there. You're going to have an outdrive cup, an axle that goes through that. And then on the inside, you're going to have an O-ring that sits down inside there. And then a washer. And then you're going to have a little solid shaft that goes through that, through this hole on the axle here. And then a sun gear will sit on top of it. And that will be fitted. The sun gear will sit in that slot there. Okay. And then basically the way it looks inside is you're going to have the planetary axles, 2 of them, and then you're going to have 4 planetary gears that go on the ends of those, and there's slots, 4 slots that those will drop into. There's a little notch that these lock into, and you have a differential seal here. And then up here, you've basically got your gear that is going to drive the whole system. That's going to hit the other gear that's going to drive. If you're using a 4-wheel drive buggy, it's going to run the shaft that is going to, the pinion gear, I guess they call it. And that runs your the 2 drive shafts, the one in the front and the one in the back. And basically, so starting out in this picture, this is the first step of assembling. You have the big ring gear here, O-ring, got a flat washer, you've got the sun gear. They're basically very simple, guys. When you take one apart, you'll see how everything goes together. They're really not that complicated. But I guess if you don't have a manual with it and you don't know the mystery of it all, it can be confusing. So this is just an idea to show you, alright, of how they look all together. What's inside of them basically is pretty much 2 sun gears, and you have the 4 planetary gears. There's not a whole lot to them. As you can basically see here, there's only 4 steps of putting one together. But like I said, for guys that don't have a manual and don't show you, and you know, you've got to take this thing apart and overhaul it, it would help if you have a little bit of knowledge of what's inside there. So basically the diff housing is made up. You have basically 2 sun gears, 4 planetary gears, the planetary axles. You have a diff seal here so your fluid leaks out. And this here is a good illustration of basically you're filling it up, dropping these in there. They go into the slots, so it's common sense, guys. I mean, when you take it apart, if you don't have a manual, just take it apart carefully and see how everything goes together, and it's pretty much easy to put it back together. So I hope that this video gave you an idea, guys, of what's inside of a differential assembly for these nitro or electric buggies, and hopefully a little bit of the mystery is gone, and when you go to tackle the job, it'll be a little bit easier for you. Thanks for watching.